So last time I spoke to you about using the dual wall basket, and it is a foolproof method to make a great cup of coffee almost regardless of what you put in it. But let's say that you want to be your own barista and you want to have full control over the grind, the extraction, the amount of pressure. Well, then you want to use the regular basket that comes with the coffee maker, and you can tell it's the regular basket. Well, number one, it's not marked dual wall. The other number two is that you've got a fine mesh here, and the water will push through the coffee in the basket and come out as espresso through that fine mesh. So in order to control what happens with your coffee, there are a few different elements. The first are the beans. So the reason that we bought this model is because grinding your beans fresh is probably one of the major points behind making a good cup of coffee. So this has the built-in grinder. Second is the grind amount. So you can change the grind amount, and that is the quantity of ground coffee that comes into the basket. The third, which is a button over here on the left-hand side, is the fineness of the ground coffee. So the magic in making your own espresso is the right combination of beans, the amount that goes into the basket, the fineness of the grind, and there's one other step, which is the amount of tamping. So let's see if we can get this to work. So I put my handle with the basket into the coffee grinding area, click on it. So that did enough for a single. Let me just pull it out and show you. So that's not going to be enough for double. I just wanted to show you the difference between the single and the double. Put it back in, click again. Right, and out comes 2 shots of espresso based on the quantity and the fineness of the ground that I selected. So I'm now going to tamp it down, which is the last step. And you can apply different amounts of pressure, and you can see that now the coffee is nice and tamped in the basket. Just remove the excess coffee, put the handle into the espresso making area, and now we're going to make our espresso. And if you remember from the last video, the trick is you want the extraction pressure to be in that gray zone. Too little and it'll be too watery, too high and there won't be enough water flowing through it. So there you go. We are into the proper extraction zone. And if you saw the other video, you'll notice similarities. You've got nice crema on top, nice dark coffee there at the bottom, and based on all of the inputs, it should taste great. So my recommendation is, if you want to play barista, absolutely play with the different features. And remember that you're just going to have to experiment because different beans have different oiliness, they grind differently, and so you have to play with a few of the other buttons in order to get the perfect espresso. If you don't want to deal with that, use the dual wall basket and go and look at that video that I posted earlier.